Hey, I'm Dark North, hope you all are doing well. In this video, we'll be taking a look at Keqing Official Aggravate team. Keqing actually got a pretty big quote-unquote buff in 3.0 because of Aggravate. She's actually really good now in this particular team with Official because Keqing applies a lot of Electro with her attacks. You have her normal charge attacks, and you have her skill that applies it twice, and you have her burst which applies it 8 times, and Thundering Fury is now really good on Keqing because of this, because it reduces her skill cooldown, so you can use her skill, use her burst, and it basically resets her skill, and you do a few charge attacks and it again resets the skill because you can trigger Aggravate as many times as long as you have Quickened, and she's going to trigger a lot of Aggravates, so she really benefits from this 4-piece set. And this 4-piece set also increases Aggravate damage, which is really nice. So 4-piece Thundering Fury Keqing is now pretty good with Official, and because she applies so much Electro, she also triggers Official's Ascension 4 passive, so she's really good candidate for triggering Official's Ascension 4 passive, which does 80% of Official's attack whenever you trigger an Electro-related reaction, which is Aggravate, and this does a lot of damage with Aggravate. So this is a team, Keqing, Official, we have Dendro MC, and I'm using Kazuha. You can replace him with a Sucrose, who is also really good. You can also replace it with a Zhongli, who will give you a shield and all red shred. Now my Thundering Fury stat is not very good. As you can see, I only have 65 EM from substats, and my crit ratios are okay. It's not anything too extraordinary. I couldn't really get a good EM main stat piece, and as I don't have a lot of crit rate, I have to use a crit weapon, and I can't use Iron Sting, as EM is actually pretty good with Aggravate teams, but you do want a balance of EM and crit and attack, which is again very difficult to get. Official has 52 crit rate, 137 crit damage, and the EM she has, most of it comes from using Stringless. I'm using 2-piece attack sets because I don't have the new EM set, which would be better because it gives a lot of EM with the 4-piece. But for now, this is good enough. I'm just running random artifacts on Dendro MC because he's just there for Dendro application. His personal damage doesn't really matter. And we have Kazuha on EM Viridescent set. So let's actually try this team out on the Abyss and see how it performs. Alright, here we have the Keqing team on the first chamber. We're gonna use this as our testing ground. Let's see how this team performs. I have to apply Electro first, then Swirl with Kazuha. Use Dendro MC here. Official. We're gonna use Keqing. We're gonna use her burst, which will reset it because of Thundering Fury, which is great. I'm gonna use some charge attacks here, which will reset it as well again. Use Kazuha again. Dendro MC right here. Official. Keqing skill. Burst, which will reset it. Skill again. And then use our skill again. That should take care of it. Use Official here to knock this guy out. You have to apply Electro. Use Kazuha. Dendro MC, Official. And it's just going down. I'm not sure again if my charge attacks actually hit, but that was incredibly fast. And that was the Keqing Official Aggravate team, and she's actually pretty good in that team at driving Official's A4 passive, triggering a lot of Aggravates, and Thundering Fury is actually pretty good on her now. I only did one chamber because the rest of them would more or less be the same. I'm not sure if people actually like watching me run through the entire Abyss. Do let me know down in the comments if you would rather prefer me go through the entire Abyss. Just doing 1 or 2 floors is good enough to showcase a team, because I'm not really sure if people actually care or are interested, or if it is interesting to watch. So do let me know down below in the comments. Anyways, I am Dark North. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.